Hello, my name's Dave, and this is Stoned.ape.adventures. Today we're in Minister Creek, up the Allegheny National Forest, and it's Christmas Eve. I'm the only one in the parking lot. There's one other car, but I don't think they're back here backpacking. It's pretty rare to get here with nobody here. That's why I decided to come up. I kind of still figured there'd be people back in here, but it's awesome. I have the place to myself. Got a little bit of history here, and so let's go find a mossy rock, and we'll show you this place a little bit. It's pretty well documented on YouTube. This is probably the most popular trail in the Allegheny National Forest. That's why it's so difficult to, be the only one here. So you got to get out on these holidays to be alone in the woods for sure. So this is Minister Creek. It's looking awfully fishy today. I should have brought my fishing pole. It's a native brookie stream. But yeah, it's a pretty little stream. Like I said, it's fun to fish. And there's campsites. There's tons and tons of camping here, but there's also tons and tons of people. So I do have a campsite in mind. Since no one's here, I get to pick it. So let's get moving. I think these are golden oysters. I'm not sure. It's December. It's pretty wild. So I made it up to the top of the hill here. I'm where the North Country Trail meets up with this, so we're gonna follow the North Country Trail for a little bit. I have probably a half hour worth of light left, so I'll be pitching camp in the dark again. I'm not sure. Like I said, I I know that there's a campsite about a half mile for sure. A pretty popular one. I kind of wanted to camp down below. We'll see how that goes. I might just hike in the dark. I don't want to say night hike because it's only 5 o'clock. It's not really night hiking. It's just dark hiking. Yeah, it's been a great trip so far. It's been a while. I did almost 4 miles so far. Feels good. It's like 40 degrees out, and I'm hot. Like, it's wild though. This beignet, I can feel myself sweating, but it evaporates so fast that it's weird. It's dry, but I can like, still feel myself sweating. And this Polar Tech, it's getting a tiny bit wet on the inside, but I'd imagine as soon as I stop, it's going to dry out. This is the 120 weight, and it's warm. It's real warm, like I said, probably too warm for 40 degrees. So I might, I have an 80, I believe, 80 weight. I'll try that one next time it's this warm out. Wasn't really expecting 45 degree temps on Christmas. Western Pennsylvania, I'm jealous. Everyone else, they're all in winter, got snow, -10, 0, cold, and not us. Winter, hopefully winter doesn't skip us by again. We need a deep freeze to take care of all these damn ticks here. But yeah, like I said, we're following 2 blazes now. One's the Minister Creek and one's the North Country. Both of these trails are got a place in my heart for sure. Once I get to camp, I'll explain a little bit more about that. Well, it's it's dark now, and I ran across a whole bunch of campsites, but they're all trash, garbage, and toilet paper. So I'm gonna keep on hiking, and I think worst case scenario, I make it back to the trailhead and call it a 7-mile day, and then just camp out there. That's worst case scenario. We'll see how it goes. Better get moving. Well, I kind of have to cross this. Well, nice and dry. I didn't fall in that. So now there's my arrow. So I made it back to the parking lot. So I did 8 miles today. Really didn't mean to do this. The camping spots they're all kind of trashed, and then it got real dark, and we got lost looking for a couple camping spots. Not lost, but misplaced myself for a moment, and so I'm back at the car. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to go find some firewood. It's Christmas Eve, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to go to a gas station. It's 7 o'clock, so I might get lucky. Maybe a place is open nearby. I know I passed a couple places they had like wood setting out, but I don't know if I'll be able to find them in the dark. I did ground score a peg. Well, I did manage to get some wood. I didn't really want to go home. I'm not sure if I'm gonna sleep in the car, set up the tent. Probably gonna just sleep in the car. But I brought a little rum with me and stopped and got some hot cocoa, and did find some firewood on the side of the road. One of them for sale places. Oh. I broke my new pipe yesterday. It was sitting on my lap, and I got up to let the dog out, and it fell, and it busted. So I had to pull this one out of retirement. But yeah, this Minister Creek, like I said, it's the most it's probably the most used campsite in the Allegheny National Forest. This was my first backpacking trip. Was here too. 1999 was my first backpacking trip, and it was here. It was a bit different then. Like the campground was identical, but you could come any day of the week, Friday, Saturday, and you were the only one here. It's not so much like that nowadays. It's there's a lot of people that use this place, and for a long time I would come up on Sundays because it's a nice 7-mile loop, and so I'd come up on Sundays and just do Sunday mornings and just day hike it for exercise. This same exact spot right here, I brought my nieces and nephews camping for their first time when they were young, like 4 or 5 years old. There's a bathroom over here. That's why I brought them folks here, my niece and nephew, because we did a couple other campground stuff, and at the time I had a dog I backpacked with, and so I'd always bring the dog up with the kids, and you go to like a campground, everybody wants to come say hello, wants to pet the doggy, wants to say hello to the kids, it creeped me out sometimes, to be honest with you. I'm sure campgrounds are completely fine, but it just creeped me out. So I brought them here. They all have kids themselves now, actually. So I'm a great uncle a couple times over again. But Thanksgiving and Christmas are days that I like to go to places where that are normally super busy. You usually don't run into anybody. But there's drawbacks to places that get this used. It's been about 3 years since I've been down in here, and granted, half of it was night hiking, but like but the campsites are all pretty trashed here. It's kind of a bummer. You know, there's not too many places left in the Allegheny National Forest that aren't really beat up, you know, from so many people. And it's more and more every year that you see. Now, when you get on the North Country Trail, you know, all those campsites are pretty nice. And you have to work to get to a lot of those spots. And work, I mean a few miles, but most, you know, here you can go 2 miles in any direction, and there's, you know, nice camp spots. We're all real nice camping spots. They all, every, I mean, it got kind of my fault. I could have camped back in there. But, you know, I don't, you know, the bunch of toilet paper and, you know, just tons of garbage in the fire pits and all around. Even on the trail, there was a lot of garbage. And, it's a shame. I don't know how long this trail's been here, you know, a long time, I'm sure, like probably the 50s or something like that. It's a beautiful, beautiful trail. It's a great trail for a day hike. And it's a great trail for, you know, your first backpacking trip too. Because I mean, there is going to be lots of people here, and there's going to be, you know, but again, it's, you know, with it being crowded, couple years, you know, I think 2 or 3 fires here in the last 4 years, forest fires, and it's, you know, it was all campfires, you know, people leaving them, not putting them out, and but what can you do? But yeah. So this trail is definitely what got the backpacking bug in me, and it's relatively the same as it always was. Oh my God! I'm spilling it all over me. Big Black Voodoo Daddy from Voodoo Brewing. It's a 12%er. I just brought this one beer in with me, and a little bit of rum, and a whole bunch of ganja. It's yeah, it's like I always say, it's definitely good to be out, and it's just such a. I'm glad I went and got firewood. I didn't really kind of want to go home. I had to leave. When I do these trips, I don't caregive anymore. So, but I do have a dog I have to take care of now, and so, you know, the long trips are still a little ways. Not too long. I mean, the dog's 11 and a half, and he's a pretty big dog. So, I have to. If he wasn't so damn mean, I can't have people come and feed him and take him out and stuff. So, you know, so I'm still gonna be pretty much overnighters for a little bit longer, and that gives me time to get a bunch of other stuff sorted out. And you know, I really thank everyone that watches and that supports the channel. It's neat, you know. Like I said, I get a bunch of emails, and some people that can't get out, some people that are new to backpacking, some people that just, you know, like this kind of stuff. And like I said, I got to thank all the new subscribers in the last couple weeks. It was a lot of them. I've got like 100 new ones. For me, that's a lot. And I know for some people they lose that many in a day and gain twice that many. But I really enjoy filming, and it changed the hobby a little bit for me. I slowed down. I start paying attention to everything. I can still. It's like I said, I haven't been doing a whole lot, but I did 8 miles today, and I feel pretty good about it. I'm pretty good. You know, I don't think I could do 8 more tomorrow, and I need to get back up to that 10 a day mark, and just to be able to non-stop do 10 a day. That's the goal here in this coming year, is just to get some miles in. And you know, we just passed up the longest day of the year, so it's definitely it's gonna get lighter every day now. Some more time in the woods. And you know, that's a big thing with the winter camping. And I think more so it's just the amount of daylight you have that worries people more maybe than the actual weather of winter. I'm not sure. But if you want to hike all day, then you gotta, you know, when it's dark at 5, you still have, you know, it's not daylight, but there's still a half a day left. And so, you know, for me, I hike from I get up and have my coffee and do my business in the morning. I'm not real fast out of camp, and then I normally hike till dark, and then set up camp in the dark 80% of the time, and it's different. And then I'm up till, like, I don't do that hiker midnight stuff. I'm up till some 2, 3 in the morning some nights, and up at 8 in the morning, and do it all over again. And that's just how I roll, I guess. But like I said, you gotta these holidays, you can go to those real popular spots, and generally Thanksgiving and Christmas, most likely you're gonna be the only one there. I did the same thing. I was in this steelhead and ice fishing a whole lot, and when I was doing the Great Lakes fishing, I love Thanksgiving and Christmas mornings. You beat the most popular spot on the creek and maybe see a couple guys come in the morning for first bite and then take off, and just have everything to yourself. And the same thing here. I am really surprised that there's not a single person here. It kind of blows me away. Like I said, back in the 90s, no, not the 90s, but the early 2000s, you could show up at any day of the week and there might be 1 or 2 people here. And then as time moved on, more and more people started discovering it and getting out. And then, of course, when all that stuff happened in 2020, that pushed even more people out. And I'd come up here a bunch during that time, and talking to people that were bummed out because they would travel a far distance and spend 7 or 10 days here. There's only 5 sites here, and I'll walk you around a little bit in the morning to just kind of show you. There's like 5 car sites here, and it's pay at the kiosk type thing, first come first serve. And then there's probably 30 sites, if there's more than 30 sites probably in there. But there's times it is full and you're searching, and there's a bunch of makeshift sites, and that's probably another problem. And then when you're in the parking lot, there's another 20 sites on the other side of the road that are kind of walk-in spots. They're not like miles in, but it's a great place to for beginners for sure. But you get it depends on, I guess, how social of a person you are. When I come out, I really don't want to be I don't want to see anybody. So like for me, you know, like on a day hike, you get it, but you know, so that's why I like the Quahana so much. Is it's empty up there. You'll see some people here and there, but there won't be many. It's pristine. Like I said, this forest here is probably plagued with the same stuff a bunch of other forests are. And you know, it's just the micro trash, and I can't say that I'm any better, because I can't tell you how much trash I left today. I didn't pack it out of here, you know, so I definitely didn't practice leave no trace when it comes to that. And it's hard. I used to pick up everything, and then and today I just wouldn't have been able to. It was just, I mean, there was some sites had like a full like tent, sleeping bag, all that stuff, all rocks piled on top of it. I don't know what that was all about. And I sure do wish that we would have some winter though. This isn't good. Like Western Pennsylvania, we used to get cold and a lot of snow. Not super cold, but we get our snow. And I've been really wanting to polk and snowshoe, and it's been 2019. There hasn't been enough snow for snowshoeing anywhere, I don't think. We got dumped on a couple times, but you know, when you got these winters that are like now in the 40s here, and it's starting to turn into a trend. It's no good. But yeah, thank you guys a lot. I'm gonna sit here, enjoy this fire. Like I said, catch a little buzz, and then maybe set up the tent. This is all like hard stone. You can get pegs in there, but it's hard. I have my freestanding tent, so I don't really have to worry about that so much. But we'll definitely do a do-over on this one. I'll come up for a day hike and come up real early in the morning and be able to get a little bit and show you the trail better. I really wanted to today, but it just ended up, you know how it goes. You know, things don't always go as planned, and you know, it's just I got this habit. I've been getting, not a habit, it's just out of necessity. I've been getting so late into the woods, and like I come in at 1:45 today, and you know, 4:30 it's, you know, under the trees it's getting pretty dark. 5 o'clock it's dark. But like I said, it's light's coming around the corner. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. And yeah, thanks guys, and like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you. I think next weekend for New Year's, I'm definitely gonna go out as well. That might be up to Quahana. I'm not sure. It's either gonna be another backpacking trip, or hopefully a backpacking trip, and then or a hot tent trip. It's still a little warm here for the hot tent though, I feel. But it's, you know, and if I'm kind of camping today, then I don't know if I really want to camp next weekend as well. So, have a Merry Christmas. I hope you guys get everything that you want. I hope you just have good times with your families. You know, I hope you're in a good enough spot to be able to enjoy it with friends and family, and you know, and able to be merry. Cheers.